Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best deck for Arena 3. So as you can see, this account here is in Arena 4 because unfortunately I forgot to record. So I'll be showing you battles from the battle log here. Now, if you're watching this in the future and you do not have access to these cards because of the special event, you can always replace the mortar with something like a mini P.E.K.K.A, mini tank. You can take out Goblin Gang, replace that with like goblins or bomber or archers, work pretty well too. Really, it's up to you. Just the main aspect to have is have a win condition, which I think the only one you have access to is giant because you don't want to use battle room. You won't have the prince, so prince, a good substitution for that would be the mini P.E.K.K.A, again a mini tank. Barbarians, it depends on the deck. Barbarians are usually a solid option because down here a lot of people don't know how to counter them. They worked for me pretty well when I was down here. Bomber is also a really good option. For the lower arenas, it always works really well. It's only 2 elixir, does a great amount of splash damage. And yeah, so let's just get into a battle here real quick. Shout out to Joey. Yes, sir, Joey. He gave me the idea to do this and to continue the series. So here we go. We got this first match here. This was a tough one for me because, as you can see, it was only 1 crown at the lower arenas. Really, most of the bots, you should be getting 3 crowns against them. But yeah, look at that underlevel Valkyrie. Level 12 Goblin Barrel so broke in this event. Yeah, so starting the series back up. I doubt this was a bot. I misplaced my Goblin Gang there. I should have placed it a little later, as you can see. Mostly just when you're facing stuff like this, pull it to the middle, or as you can see there, I just counter the Spirit Goblin there straight away. The minions are only level 6, which means that my tower will 2-shot them, so they will get 1 hit. Yeah, just about 1 hit. It doesn't really matter too much. Always try to go for the mortar so you can get to its evolution. These guys are pretty bad at countering it. What you should do if the opponent places the mortar is you should place a troop in the middle, but place it on a tile to where the mortar will attack it, but the troop will walk to the other side so that it doesn't attack the mortar, because if it goes and attacks the mortar will connect to the tower because the mortar has a small range around it where it won't attack anything in that small area, the small circle. So yeah, you want it to go to the other side so that it can tank the mortar shots while you put a smaller card to go to attack it and destroy it. So that's the way you'll beat mortar. Once you get to higher arenas and get to higher ranks, you won't really see mortar too much until maybe you'll see it in a few, like Arena 5 where you unlock it. You might see it in a few decks there, but other than that, no one really runs mortar until you you're in the higher ranks like leagues. Maybe if you do make it to like Royal Champion, Ultimate Champion, some lower level players that are stuck in just Challenger 1 or something, they run normal decks, but they're just too low level to make it up. So you could face a couple people there. You won't really face anyone using mortar on Trophy Road. So don't really expect it. I don't know what that arrows was about. I'm really not playing too hard anymore because I know I have the win. As you can see, this guy had no win condition, so he couldn't break through. When you always want to make sure that when you build a deck, you have a win condition. Now this was getting a little close here, but I did end up winning. I got a little close. I should have used my arrows there, but yeah, I wasn't trying too hard on that one. But after I got the crown, I kind of just shut off. So yeah. So yeah, that's the first game. Let's go into game number 2. Alright, into game number 2 here. Now this was an interesting matchup because as you can see, he had Golem, Giant Skeleton, Hunter, stuff, Baby Dragon. stuff you can't unlock in this arena anymore. So this was definitely going to be a tough one just due to the cards that he had. If you guys don't know and you're new to the game, all these epics used to be able to get epics from Arena 1. It was like if you got Prince, you would make it to Arena 2, Arena 3 for free because no one knew how to counter Prince. It would just charge and no one could stop it. It was insane. Yeah, and if you got wall breakers, there was no chance, bro. You had to be good to make it out if you got wall breakers as your epic. So yeah, this guy not a very skilled player. His deck was way too high elixir. But yeah, if you do face players like this, make sure that if they do spend a bunch of elixir, make sure that you go on a huge counter push and punish them for it. If they spend a bunch of elixir and it's all for nothing, make sure that you use the remaining troops that you have and put other cards in front of them to go beat him. So here's another game that we had. He had quadruple win condition, my bad. He had Mortar, Goblin Barrel, Giant, and Goblin Drill. Really interesting deck. Not really one that you'll see every day with 4 win conditions. Do you guys think Mortar's win condition? Just let me know. So like here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the Spear Goblins. I don't know why I didn't go Valkyrie first. That was a mistake on my part. I should have gone Valkyrie first and then put the Spear Goblins to destroy the Mortar. But either way, it works out because the Goblin Gang does go back to destroy the Mortar. He just lets my Valkyrie and Goblin Gang connect, which is a mistake by him because I just have the Musketeer to destroy the Goblin Drill. And that Musketeer was placed there so it would activate the King Tower. And then there's the Spear Goblins to counter the Mini P.E.K.K.A nice and easy. And we are losing, but as you can see, we have damage on both towers. And if you're losing at this arena, don't worry about it. You're going to come back and win, I guarantee you. That was a bad Goblin Gang by me. I should have known he had Goblin Barrel. But the Prince does connect, and that takes the tower. And the Goblin Gang on that side does a bunch of damage to his tower too. Put the Valkyrie inside the Goblin Gang so that it destroys every troop at once. He's going to go for a Goblin Drill. These kind of players are annoying because they spam cards without thinking. So sometimes they accidentally make good plays and smart plays and counter your they punish you for not having a lot of elixir. That's something that you gotta learn is elixir counting. It's like the most important aspect of the game. It's kind of complicated at first, but once you know how much each card costs, it's just like quick math, and you should be able to figure out how much elixir he has pretty easily. So like if he spends Prince and the Giant, which are both 5 elixir, I know he's at 0 elixir now because the maximum elixir you can hold is 10 elixir. So yeah, that's basically how it is. It's pretty simple once you get used to it. Even I don't have it mastered yet. I'm still practicing it. I just learned about it. I just started practicing it a few months ago. But yeah, it's a big part of the game. Let's go for one more game here. Let's find one. Oh, we're in let's see, 1 time trophy. So here we'll go back into Arena 3. Let's go here. Against Wizard. Now, Wizard is a card that a lot of people find annoying. I find it annoying, but it is easy to stop, easy to counter. Yeah, this guy kind of knew what he was doing. He was making some, like, higher level plays. Placing it behind the back is something that you'll only see higher level players make. You won't see any newer players do that. But that's always a good move for starting a push and making sure that your opponent cannot attack in that lane. So the Prince goes and wrecks the Mortar and the Wizard and the Knight, all because I just placed it at the back and gave it time to charge. So that's really all I need to do. Electro Spirit, not a good move by him. Probably should take Electro Spirit out of that deck. especially since it's so low leveled. You don't really need it until higher up in the trophy range. So I'm just going to ignore that Goblin Brawler. Only going to get one hit. Going to bait out the Knight there. So as you can see, I placed down 2 Elixir. And he placed down 3, which means that I won the Elixir trade. That's always a good thing. If you can bait out more Elixir from your opponent than you spent. So he's going to go for a Goblin Cage in the middle. It should lock onto the Wizard, yeah. So when the just so you guys know, when the Goblin Cage breaks, it the troop, any troop will retarget. So like say for example, when the Goblin Cage broke, the mortar retargeted to the Wizard. That's how it's gonna be, because there is like a slight time where the Goblin Brawler isn't on the map. So it will retarget as soon as it gets destroyed. There's another mortar. So the Prince, his goblins were really countering my Prince well, but we were still able to break through with our other cards. And that's the thing, if you have a couple ways to break through, that's really what you need, is just multiple different ways to get damage on the tower. Because even if he has a counter to one of your cards, you can still go with another one and still get damage on the tower. Some people only have one way to do damage. One win condition, one spell, one like chip damage card. Stuff like that, you need more than one. So that even if they counter one card, you'll still have more to do damage with. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.